They told him not to buy it. That cabin's not right, the old man at the hardware store had warned. Something about it. Things go missing in that place. Time, people. But Elias didn't care. He wanted silence, distance from the chaos of the city, and a place to work on his book. The cabin was cheap, hidden deep in the woods, and that was enough. He moved in during the third week of October. That first night, the wind felt too still. The trees didn't sway. The stars above blinked like they were watching. And in the hallway, there was a door he didn't remember seeing in the listing. Iron handle, thick, black wood. It was locked. Whispers in the floorboards. The next few days passed strangely. Elias would wake up with the fire still burning, though he never remembered lighting it. Pages of his journal turned by themselves. Sometimes at night he heard scratching from the other side of the locked door. On the seventh night he found an old key behind a loose stone in the fireplace. It was colder than ice. Instinct screamed to throw it away, but curiosity dug deeper. He unlocked the door. Behind it was a short hallway that didn't match the house. Damp stone, molded walls, and at the end a second door, larger, curved like a church arch, pulsing slowly like it was breathing. It had no handle. Opening the passage, Elias stepped forward. Something tugged at his chest, a pressure like someone pushing him back. Still, he reached out and touched the door. The wood split open down the middle with a sound like bones cracking. A violent wind rushed past him. The hallway vanished. He was no longer in the cabin. Around him stretched a twisted forest, bathed in sickly blue light. Trees grew in impossible angles. The sky swirled like oil, and in the distance, shapes moved large and wrong. He looked behind. The door was still there, freestanding between two crooked trees, glowing faintly. Open. He should have closed it, He didn't. The forest of shadows. Elias wandered deeper, drawn by a mix of fear and fascination. The air buzzed like a swarm of flies. Shadows darted between trees, too fast, too quiet. He found symbols carved into bark, protection runes, warnings. Then came the sound. Laughter, high, broken, unnatural. Figures began to appear. A woman with no face. A beast with backward bending limbs. A child levitating, head tilted backward, mouth open wide with no sound. They didn't move, but they watched. He ran, the curse of the open door. The further Elias ran, the more twisted the forest became. Trees bled when brushed. Paths looped, landmarks repeated. He was caught in a soul trap. But something saved him, a small pendant he always wore, given to him years ago by his grandmother. A sun-shaped charm, cracked and old. It began to glow. The creatures backed away. They hissed, not in pain, but in recognition. The charm held power. He held it tight and followed where the light pointed. It led him, impossibly, back to the glowing doorway. But now, something was crawling out. The thing that waited. A long gray hand reached through the door frame. Claws like obsidian. Eyes blinked open in the air above it. 1, 2, dozens. The creature behind the door wasn't like the others. It wasn't just watching. It was coming. Elias screamed and shoved his pendant toward it. The light flared, blinding white. The creature recoiled, howled, and lunged. He jumped through the door. The return, he landed hard in the cabin. The hallway behind him snapped out of existence like it was never there. But the main door, the black one, was still open. He rushed toward it, pendants still glowing. But just before slamming it shut, he looked inside. The creature was there, inches away, smiling. "Close it," it whispered, "and you trap me inside. Leave it open, and you become one of us." Elias hesitated, then rang. The door slammed. Darkness returned. The final question. Days passed. Elias stayed in the cabin. But now, there were no animals outside, no birds, no wind. And the pendant? It cracked down the center. That night, he woke up to a familiar sound, scratching from behind the door.